I've learned that staying so true to who I am isn't just a belief, it's a responsibility. I understand that I come from a legacy of strength and survival. My mother moved from Orangeburg, South Carolina to New York City with 3 children in tow. She had her 4th child at 33, at which time she officially left the father of her 4 children and had me at 40 after marrying my father. I was the only one born by C-section. After a very long labor where the doctors thought they were losing me, but my mother was extremely confident. She said, she's fine. She just didn't want to leave the comfort of my home. Once I was officially of this world, the disruption of my peace had to be worth it. So the journey of truth and impact begins. My mother was wise in ways that books couldn't teach. She had an 8th grade education, but a PhD in life. Her parables, her prayers, her pots of love-infused meals, both at home and from her restaurant called Mom's Place. It taught me the power of showing up with intention and leaving a mark without needing a spotlight. My dad was different. He was gentle, simple, and kind. From the red clay of Georgia, where the routine of farm life was his foundation, his laid-back demeanor could be misconstrued as lazy when he was younger. But those who took the time to get to know him, they would see him as disciplined, practical, peaceful, and a steady, quiet strength. I was blessed to have the best of both worlds in my parents, learning to be resourceful, kind, helpful, compassionate, loving, determined, and generous. My journey saw me through the culture shock as an inner city kid from the South Bronx of New York City, moving to the town of Orangeburg, South Carolina at 13 years old. Then off to college in Tallahassee, Florida at Florida State University, starting a career with a Fortune 50 company in Jacksonville, Florida, climbing the corporate ladder through our headquarters in Bloomington, Illinois, and then back to South Carolina. Along the way, I met and married the man that I've spent over 30 years building a comfortable life with and giving birth to 1 child who is now a young woman who gave me focus and purpose along my journey to pass on a legacy of wisdom, love, compassion, and philanthropy. I moved to Rock Hill, South Carolina to start my own insurance and financial services agency and committed to God that I would use it as a platform for the work He wanted to do through me. Although the journey hasn't always been easy, it has always been a labor of love, growth, fulfillment, purpose, and impact through community service. People haven't always understood my light or my ways, as if goodness has to come with a catch. But I live with a willful naiveness, overlooking the intention of some to dim my light. I have chosen to live my truth authentically with intention. I will always look for the good, finding the overlapping circles and give grace and space for others to figure out who God has called them to be. While others erect walls, I've learned to use screens to let the light in and keep the bugs out. I am a woman of faith. I allowed my interests to guide me into securing a degree in economics with a double minor in psychology and African American studies, all of which I get to put to use in my professional and community work. When you stay so true to God and let Him lead you to your purpose, to serve and empower your community, you get to live an impactful life of both fulfillment and bountiful blessings. Dawn Johnson Empowers is about helping others do just that. As my mother would say, to live your best life, you got to hang like a monkey. When your hands get tired, you have to hang by your feet. And when your feet get tired, don't forget that you have a tail. She shared that with me to remember in hard times, because hard times will come, especially when you move from a place of comfort and you take that leap of faith. Your tail is that force inside of you that propels you to walk in your purpose and in your truth. When you think that you have nothing left in you to keep you moving forward, hold on to your tail for dear life with every fiber of your being. In launching the So True Network, we will channel the Spirit of Sojourner Truth and create space for connectivity, collaboration, support, and encouragement. Where your truth and my truth intersect, we will find liberty. Within this network, we will be so true to ourselves that our light will shine bright enough to be a beacon for others to find their way.